Welcome to Growing Old. Let's up pot.
To show from seed to crown the miracle, let everybody know. Growing old grows cannabis at home. Raise your rigs, raise your glass, bring the green into the dome. Let's all gather, stream the rose. Let the whole world know. Let's show you growing old grows cannabis at home. Cannabis at home.
Today we're going to up pot, and I'm using grassroots pots today that I got from Build a Soil. The first one that I'm going to talk about is the 30-gallon pot, and this fits right into a tray to grow because I love the Autopot system, and I want to try using this tray to grow inside. And we're going to go with this pot. And the reason I want to go with this pot, it's a little sturdier, and on the inside you can see there's this plastic, and I'll show it more once we start potting, but there's this plastic liner in there that it'll keep the moisture in, but I can still breathe at the top and at the bottom with my soil. Another thing I want to try, and we're going to use, is we're going to put them in some 13-gallon pots. Now, I'm going to use this 13-gallon pot. Again, got it at Build a Soil, and it's a grassroots pot, and it fits right into, this is an XXL Autopot system, and this is for a 9-gallon Autopot, but the 13-gallon grassroots pot fits in it just fine. But I could always switch to the grow light from Autopots, where I'd have to take this off, and we just fit that right down in there, and that's a pretty good pot there. But I think I'm going to go with the grassroots pots. So let's get started. Today we're going to repot our plants. We're going to up pot them, and we're going to use the soil that we built a couple of months ago. I believe it's the artisan blend from Build a Soil. It was a kit we bought and we built it. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take it out of the 100-gallon pot, put it in this bucket, and I'll just move up there because that's going to hold 30 gallons, and I want to make sure I can get it back in the tent. So let's start filling up this bucket.
Front row to the revolution stream. Show and grow.
There you have it. The bucket's full. Let's move over and let's start up potting. We're going to transplant into this pot, and they say it's about 24, 25 gallons, but I think I could put about 30 gallons of soil in it. But we want to treat it just like we would treat the same way we did this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to line the bottom of it with pumice, so it'll give me a little layer of when the water is kind of seeping up and where the soil is. So let's just put a little bit of pumice in there. Now the reason I'm using the pumice and not the perlite is because the perlite will break down, and it's going to do probably one of two things on the bottom of this: get mushy, or it's going to work its way back up on top of the soil, and that's not what we want. So now we've got this like this. I'm going to add my soil, but how I'm going to add it is I'm going to add it right up to inside of here. You got a little plastic liner. I'm going to add soil up to that point, and then we'll measure, because what I'm doing is I'm up potting from this size pot, so I'm going to make sure that I got enough soil in there. I'll put these in there, fill up around it, and then I can just put my plant right in there. But let's start putting some soil in.
Call to arms, the growers our returns. Basements, garages, the towers of homegrown pride. Roots
That's 1 bucket. Now I'm just going to measure it, and then I'm going to have to get some more soil. Yeah. Okay, let's get some more soil. Now I'm going to put 2 plants in each of these, and I'm going to do 2 of them in one 5x5 tent. And I'm just trying to measure them up, and then we'll transplant them. But let's get some more. Let's get some more soil.
Cannabis at home. White light burns like morning suns, fans wear like distant trains. Humidity and hope entwined, patience forged from pain. Medicine in every bud, a promise carved in stone. Neighbors, strangers, brothers, this sanctuary we own. Line the cameras, tune the feed, let the lip chat roar. From city flats to country sheds, we open every door. Growing old grows, cannabis at home. Raise your regs, raise your glass.
Now I've pulled that out, and it looks pretty good to me so far. So I'm just going to do these one at a time first. So what I'm going to put in here is I'm going to do 2 bulks. So let's start with this in the back. What I'll do is first we're going to spray it down. And what I got in here is I just got some it's distilled water. So I'm just going to spray that in here. Get that good and wet, and then I'm going to use some of my Dino Myco. And I've never used this until this season. And I tell you what, this stuff works really, really good. And I'm just going to sprinkle it down in there. I'll put a little more in there. And then I like to put a little on the outside, because eventually what's going to happen is that's all going to get spun in on there. So now I'm going to get a clone, or I'm going to get one of our bulks. This one is bulk 1. So let's kind of put this over here. And let's hope we can get this out of here. And there's the roots, and they're saying, put me in the bigger pot. So now we just drop her in there, and now we push that down on there like that. And we make sure we put this in. I'm going to put some better tags in there, but we're going to put this down here so we remember it. And there you have it. There's the first one. I'll go ahead and I'll put the next one in there, and we'll check on them here in a bit. Some Dino Myco. Okay, so we'll push it. Now I always push on it. I don't know if that makes a difference. Now these, I wish I'd have let them dry out a little more, but here we go. There we go. Oh, and check out those roots. They're like, hey, let me out. And there's some, look at those. Oh yeah, those are nice. In we go, boom. And then we just make sure we close it down, tuck it in. you have it. And this one, I'll make another tag for it, but that's bulk number 2. And there you have it. I'll get this put away in there, and then we'll get the other tray made up. Now let's do this tent. And we'll get some better views here in a bit, but this is how I've got that set up. And what I'm gonna use here is I'm gonna use these big Autopot planters, and I'm going to use one of these grassroots. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the taller, bigger plants that I got left over in these, so that because it's a little wider, and then I got a smaller one, and I'm going to put it in this one. But let's go ahead and let's put that first Durban poison in here. Now I'll pull out my little pull that out. Now, again, we want to wet it down. Better turn it on. Now it's good and wet. Go with our Dino Myco. And I like to sprinkle that all over because eventually that's going to get worked down inside there. I just do a little more. And now the Durban poison. Look at all those roots, man. She was just screaming, let me out. Now let's take it, pump that right down in there. Right like that. Right down inside there. And there it is. Okay, so Durban poison. Let's see if I can get that put away. So we've got that put in there, and again, what I'm using is these are the XXL Autopots, and these are the 13-gallon pots that you can get with those. And when you use these, you don't use this spacer ring. But when I go and I use this grassroots pot, I'm going to use the spacer ring. But let's get the next one. Oh, and this one, of course, this one was Durban poison. The next one is going to be my Lebanese, and let's get that one put in this pot. Look at that. Oh, that one fit perfect. We just close it up. I add some more soil.
Razor lights across the night, and town circuits burn. Phone glows, call to arms. The growers our returns. Basements, garages, the towers of homegrown pride. Roots like.
Now that we've got our ladies up potted into our living soil, we can continue on this journey of our living soil and land races. And what my plan is with each of these is we've got our breeding tent in the back, and once that male starts pollinating what we have in the back, what we're going to do is we're going to attempt And this is like we've talked about before, the first time that we're trying this, but we're going to come out and try to paint some of these so that I can look at, okay, here's what the different phenols look like from each one of my different seeds that I had for these land races. That being said, let's take a closer look. So these are the first ones we up potted, and we've up potted these into the tray to grows, and I found that I like this because I can walk in between. It's almost like being in the greenhouse. But what we have in this tray to grow is this is bulk, and I'm calling it number 1. This is bulk number 1, and this is bulk number 2. And then on this side, what we have is we have Cider Kush number 3, and this one is Afghan number 2. Now my goal is to take some more of my PVC pipe, and I may try to scrog these out a little bit because they definitely need some training. But this is what's going on in this 5x5. Let's step back next door. We just got these done, and what I've put these in are the pots I got from Autopots, and these are the G-Light pots, 13 gallons, and this is a Durban Poison, and pretty soon she'll get to liking this pot. She's looking kind of rough right now, but she'll get better. And then next to it, same thing, the same G-Light pot from Autopots, 13 gallons. And this is Lebanese, and this is Lebanese number 1. This one was Durban Poison number 1, and this is Lebanese number 1. And then up front here, and this is a grassroots pot, and this is a bulk number 3. And this is, they say it's 13-gallon pot, but in this pot, what I did was I put it, and I used the ring that I normally use for my 9-gallon G-Light pots. But I think they're going to like it, and I'm hoping they're going to bush out. But that's what we got done today. Now I'd just like to say thank you to all of our subscribers and our viewers. We couldn't do it without you. Please stick with us on our journey of the living soil in land races. Much love. Thank you.
The whole world know, let's show you growing all grows. Cannabis and YouTube live, the night ignites, voices cut the foam. Growers stand, screens alight.